Hey guys, yes, welcome to London Lips YouTube channel. Welcome if you're new and welcome if you're not. So guys, today we're talking about Kanye West and Orlando Brown. Kanye West and Orlando Brown, them two need help, and they need help right now. We're going to be talking about them, and we're going to be talking a bit about their wives. So first, let's get started by talking about Orlando Brown. Now, Orlando Brown, he has been on various interviews over the years, and the last one he was on, he was rambling and rambling and rambling and rambling. And, he was, talking about Cat Williams' interview. He was talking about how, he was just flipping people around. Kanye West is, Ludacris. Ludacris is Nas. Nas is, P. Diddy. This is what we was getting from the interview. And I was like, who the hell let this guy do an interview? Where is his, manager? Where is his, wife? Where is his family? Where is his people? Why would anybody allow Orlando Brown to do interviews when he is clearly suffering with definitely severe, extreme bad mental health? Now, because Orlando is clearly unwell, some of the things that he says are things that could get him cancelled, okay? But we know that he don't know what the hell he's talking about. And in a quest for these people to get, loads and loads of views, revenue, money in their pocket, they're topping up their bag, they don't care how Orlando comes across. And this probably is the same for his whole team, his wife, everyone around him. As long as he's bringing in the bag, they don't care about him. I mean, some of the things he was saying was outrageous. He was basically saying, and I know some of you guys have probably seen the interview because it's a big interview, but he was basically saying that, P. Diddy, he has, like, when you go to P. Diddy, you kind of, you get, assaulted. And, that's what happens when you go to P. Diddy, and you just live with it because you want it to be, famous. Now, we know Orlando himself has previously in the past said he was a victim of this, and he's still saying a similar thing. So we know that he was damaged severely. Look at the condition he is in. Look at him. We know he needs, serious help, therapy, counselling. Orlando needs it all. Orlando has been through a lot. He's been through a lot. He's been homeless. He's been through a lot. He's been on drugs. He's had a lot going on. And we can still see right now, he's not well. And the fact that he's allowed to come on to, an interview, and, the guys know he's going to say crazy stuff, and that's one of the main reasons he gets invited on these interviews. They bring him on there, they throw him a little something, and they know he's going to say, like, they throw him a question. They know he's not going to make, a sane answer, and they know when he says an answer that is, not necessarily sane. There'll be a couple truths in his answers, but they know overall he's going to ramble, he's going to give them something to, run with. He's going to say the most, he's going to say something crazy, and the interview's going to draw in a lot of views. But what about Orlando? And what about his people? I'm sorry, yeah. Why on earth would you allow your husband to, come onto a platform and literally say these things that are not only damaging to himself, but just damaging to other people? And, he's not well. Like, get this man some help, please. Because, there's too many people interviewing him and taking advantage of his bad mental health. They don't even have the decency at the beginning of the interview to say, please, take some of these answers you get from, Orlando, lightly. Don't take them seriously. Orlando, at the moment, unfortunately, is suffering from, poor mental health. So some of the statements he makes may not necessarily be true or accurate, or may not be a real reflection of his true opinion when he's in a more sane state. But no, there's nothing there to even say Orlando, he doesn't mean all these things he's saying. They're just gonna run with it, and they're just gonna get their bag, and somebody needs to be taking better care of him. Now, Kanye West, his sanity has been questioned for a lot of time. He's been sectioned before. We know Kanye West has had many troubles with his mental health. But, Kanye West's wife, now Kanye West's wife, if you don't know, she is actually, the daughter of a gangster. Now, Kanye West's wife, okay, why has she allowed her man, and I'm saying allowed, yeah, some people are going to say you can't tell your man what to do. I'm saying allowed, because why is she allowed her husband to come out wearing socks? Why is her man wearing socks down the street? Where is his shoes? Where is his trainers? Why is she allowing her man to walk around the street just looking bare-assed crazy? Why? I see recently, you know, he's done his teeth now because he's titanium teeth. They look terrible. He has removed his real teeth and put these titanium teeth in. Why has his wife allowed, and yes, I'm saying it again, allowed her husband to do this? Where is the care? Where is the care? Why is it Kanye is on stage, he's wearing the KKK freaking hat, cone on his head, and his wife and his family members and his friends have allowed him to do this? He is clearly suffering from severe mental health. He is making crazy decisions. Yeah, I said it, crazy decisions. And, you know, whether some people say, okay, he's probably doing it for attention. No. Because before Kanye West, you know, started doing these things, before his mum's unfortunate passing of his mother, you know, may she rest in peace, Kanye West was, you know, a pretty normal guy. Let's be honest. And yes, he's been diagnosed as, you know, bipolar, but this does not explain why his family members are allowing Kanye to walk around, you know, with the KKK cone on his head, to be walking around with socks on his feet, to be wearing tights, to be wearing leggings, to be, you know, removing his teeth. The fact that his wife, you know, his wife also is walking around in practically no clothes, which I have no doubt Kanye has told her to wear these things. Why does she wear these things? Why? Unless she's being forced to, you know, unless behind the scenes Kanye is crazy like P. Diddy, there's absolutely no reason why this woman should not be putting on normal clothes, and why she would be taking fashion advice from Kanye West, who is clearly suffering from extreme bad mental health. I feel like nobody cares about, you know, these two celebrities. I feel like it's just like, you know, they're worth a lot of money. You can make a lot of money off them, and that is it. Nobody cares. Kanye West's team, why is his managers, his team, people around him allowing him to run his career into the ground like this? He lost many contracts before. He's already lost a lot of contracts. We all know he lost the contracts because, you know, he said things that weren't seen and extremely offensive to the Jewish people. He has offended black people many times before, but nobody cared that he was offending black people because he was black. So he was getting a, you know, a pass, like, oh, Kanye, you can offend the black people, you can say what you want about slavery, that's fine, no one cared. But when he got to the Jews, you know, he lost a lot of contracts. And I'm saying, who is stopping him? Why is nobody helping this man? Why are people letting him run his career, his reputation into the ground? Well, a lot of the things Kanye West are doing is because he suffers from, you know, bad mental health. We see him all the time. Every time I see Kanye West out and about, he looks a state. That man looks broke. He looks a state. This is a man with, you know, a lot of money in his pocket. So he should never ever be walking around looking that way. And it's crazy to me. And do you know what's even funny? Do you know the craziest thing? Had Kanye West had no money, let's say Kanye West was broke, yeah? Let's bring Kanye West's finances right down. Let's say Kanye West was broke, he didn't have no money, he was poor as, he had like £100 a week, $100 if you're American. He was broke, right? These women would not be willing to date him and walk down the street with a man in his socks. Would she walk with a man in his socks? No. Would she be walking around in see-through tights because her man told her to? Probably not. You know, nobody would, you know, be supporting this. A lot of people cross the road when they see him with his, you know, titanium teeth. He's removed his teeth. He's walking down the street in socks and tights. And, you know, and let's be honest, when he's wearing them tights, them leggings, I'm going to say it, you can literally see, you know, you can see his whole, you know, D-shape. Yeah, I'm going to say it. I know YouTube don't like too much word, but you got the drift. You can see the whole pouch, right? If he walked down the street, a regular street, and he was not Kanye West, right, and he walked down the street in socks, some tight-ass tights, you could see his pouch, his teeth would be removed, he has his titanium teeth going on, you would be crossing the street. You'd be crossing the street. People will be considering, should they dial emergency services now because this man needs sectioning? So why is it because he's a celebrity and because he's famous, these people think it's all good for him to, you know, be walking around the street like this, and, you know, nobody's going to say something. They're all just going to co-sign it and have him doing this. It's given when you're rich and famous, nobody loves you. That's what it's giving. It's giving like nobody gives a damn as long as you're bringing the money in. Because I know most people, their family would never allow this for them. You know, most people's family would not allow them to be walking down the street in tights and socks and, you know, the pouches out and all of this. And it's the same thing for Kanye's wife. I mean, where is the care from her family as well? I mean, realistically, she's walking down the street, she's half naked, she's wearing things that should be in the bedroom, tights, her breast nipples is popping out. You know, she looks crazy as well, let's be honest. I mean, he looks fully crazy, she looks partially crazy. And if you notice, yeah, her family's not saying nothing to her neither. She's walking down the street like this. Why? Because they accept it, because she's bagged herself Kanye West, and Kanye West is worth a lot of money. You know, most gangsters, you know, what gangster would have his daughter walking around like that? She's from a line of gangsters. And you know why? It's because Kanye West is rich, okay? And I really doubt she'd be willing to wear them clothes if it wasn't for the fact that Kanye West was worth, you know, so much money. You know, it's sad what's happened to these two, because these two, as I said, they need some goddamn help and they need it quick. Like, when you are, you know, famous, if you ever like going through something like what Kanye West is going through, or Orlando, I think no platform should be able to put you on. You shouldn't be allowed to do interviews, and you shouldn't be allowed to perform when you're not clearly in a good, you know, mental, you know, shape, because I feel like people take advantage. Because let's be honest, these two are vulnerable people. You know, there's no way that they should be allowed to go on the stage and wear, you know, a KKK, you know, cone. You know, he should be banned from doing that. Not only is it offensive to people anyway, he's doing this because he's not of the same mind. Same thing with Orlando. No one should be interviewing him until, you know, he's got his health better. There shouldn't be people able to exploit people. Like, we talk about, you know, exploitation, such as, you know, sexual exploitation, you know, telling people, you know, I can put you on if you do me sexual favors. Okay, but this is another problem in the industry. If somebody is, you know, mentally ill, they should not be, you know, interviewed. They should not be able to do these sort of things. There should be some sort of, you know, block on them where they have to, you know, go for an assessment to show that they're of the right, sane, you know, mental health to be talking. Because this is bad that they're out here, you know, ruining their reputation. And it's all because they're unwell. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments below. You know, guys, who's responsible for this and what could be done about it? You know, was it wrong for them to interview, you know, Orlando when he's, you know, clearly doesn't know what he's talking about? He's just rambling right now. But guys, thanks so much for watching. We're going to be doing some more videos on this. We're going to be talking about Bianca. Is she a victim of Kanye? We'll be talking about that, and I've got some other topics coming up for you guys. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in another one.
Peter Pan, that's what they call me. Promise that you never be lonely.